Hi there everyone, it's Jen Arkfeld and I'm back for Manic Monday. We're going to make a card in 10 minutes or less. So let's see how we do here. I've got a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and this measures 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. Okay, 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And then I have a piece of basic black that I'm going to layer underneath this, and a little bit here, and the basic black piece measures 5 1/4 by 4. Okay, and then I just have a smoky slate card base. Alright, so I'm going to use those, but first we're going to work with this piece of Whisper White, and I'm going to take a pencil and I'm going to square this up here on my grid paper, and then I'm just going to draw a couple of really light pencil lines. You may not even be able to see them in the video, but they will be there. So I'm just going to do a couple of these here, like this, and one more here. That looks good. You see, I didn't even measure. I'm just eyeballing it and going with the flow. Okay, so now I am going to take my piercing mat and my guide, my template, and on those pencil lines that I drew, all I'm going to do there is line this template up. Actually, first, hold on. Stop! Okay, first we're going to stamp this. Let's go with that first. So I'm going to take some smoky slate ink, and today we're going to use the Celebration Set Petal Parade. And specifically, I'm just going to use this arrow image. And you will see I have really trimmed all the excess rubber around my arrow image. I've taken it all off. And that way I can get really down to the nitty-gritty and see where I'm stamping. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp one of these here. And the best part about the fact that I trimmed all that excess rubber is my point, I can actually line it right up on the line, and also in the crook back here. I can line that right up and not worry about using a Stamp-A-Ma-Jig or whatnot. Okay, so I have that, and now because I'm using this stamp over and over, we need to clean it really good in between. And so I'm just going to give this a good scrub. And then, you know what, to ensure that my stamp is super clean, I'll get all this excess goobers off there, I like to stamp it back off onto my scratch paper so that I don't contaminate the next ink at all. Now I'm going to pull in Crisp Cantaloupe, and we're going to stamp that image a couple of times also. And let's go here with it. I'm not being real particular at all. We'll stamp one over here. Okay, that looks good. And we'll clean that stamp back off again. And again, I will stamp it off. It does help too. I have recently, I just washed my Stamp and Scrub so that there's not a bunch of ink residue on there. Okay, now I pulled in Coastal Cabana, and I'm just going to stamp that a couple times here. That's looking kind of dark, but it'll be alright. And we'll go, I think, right here, and maybe one more. I might have liked Pool Party better, but you know, we're just going to go with this. This will be a good combo. And lastly, I'm going to pull in a little bit of Summer Starfruit. And really, I think I only have room for one of those, but it's all good. I think that's good. We're going to go with that, okay? So we can get these ink pads out of our way, and now I'm going to bring in the piercing mat and the handy dandy little piercer tool. Oops. I need to glue that sheet down. Okay, so now I'm going to just line up the template with my pencil mark, and I'm just going to pierce holes in that. So we have that going all the way across. Okay, this is really pretty easy, and that's a quick card. Okay, I got one down. Let's go for number 2. We need to slide this down here. There we go. Okay. Sometimes this piercing just gives you the perfect amount of texture or dimension or something that might be missing from your card. Sometimes that's all it needs, is just a quick little shot with the piercing tool, and just adds something to your card without going overboard. Okay, last line here. So I got that lined up. Whoops. And again, this card's really quick. I do think I wish I would have used Pool Party instead of that Coastal Cabana, but oh well. We're just going to have a little darker color there. We can't always get it perfect just the way we want it, can we? It's still not bad. Okay, awesome. So we have that done, and now you know what? All I'm going to do is stamp a sentiment, and I'm just simply going to stamp Hello from the For You set. I like the bold font in this one. It just really stands out and gives you a good crisp sentiment. I always like fonts. Fonts are one of my, typography is one of my favorite things. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp this down here. You know, you could have made this say anything because you've got quite a bit of room down there. And there we have that. Looking good, right? I will go back over, I don't want to touch that ink just yet, but I'm going to go back over with my pencil eraser and just erase that pencil line. All that ink should be dry now, so I can do that. Alright, so I have that done, and now I'm just going to adhere this to that piece of black cardstock. Okay. I'm just going to use Tombow glue, multi-purpose glue, and smear a bunch around here. Get it up in the corners good. Alright, and then we'll attach this. I do like the multi-purpose glue because it gives me a chance to slide those things, or slide my cardstock around just a little bit before it sets up, and I can get things in place just the way I want them. Okay, so now I have my card base. Burnish that edge, and I'm just going to tack this down here. Same thing, use that liquid glue. I also like the multi-purpose glue because my cards are not going to fall apart in the mail. I know that that has happened before where things come apart when I use a different adhesive. So, okay, now to finish this off, all I'm going to do, I'm going to use some of the cork embellishments from the Celebration Sweet Sorbet pack that you get this great twine in it and these cork embellishments. So I'm just going to take a couple of these and we're going to throw these in here. They will help fill up space. And again, you know what? They're just going to add a good texture element to this card. I really like them. I wasn't quite sure at first, but they have really, really grown on me, so we're good to go there. I think, you know what, the rule of odds, you should always do odd numbers, so I'm going to throw one more on here. Alright, there we have it. Hopefully I did that in less than 10 minutes, and you've got a great little card to send off to someone you know. Alright, well thanks for watching Stamp Silly. Catch more inspiration on my blog, stamped-silly.com. And we will catch you next week with Manic Monday. Alright, bye everyone.